and the story gets even wilder if you look at the testimony of DiCaprio, Leonardo DiCaprio, because he says the following. So 9 million. Yele spent 9 million of 60 million on office space, workers' salary, and expenses. Also, Wyclef played himself 100,000 to perform in a charity concert for the organization. Was pro. Was. Guys, let us know in the comments. Let us know in the comments. Was Pras informing about this to the one of the alphabet boys? Let us know in the comments. But that's quite crazy, right? It's crazy, RJ.
It's really crazy. The whole story is crazy. And you can ask yourself how. So the question I find myself asking is how he got there in the first. So how he got there in the first place. You know, from a rapper to becoming a plug, 20 million for an assignment, linking with China. That's not something you do by night. It's like they say. Some people may call it an overnight success, but very few people know the amount of hours I put in to get to that level.
He is also linked to 12 charges of illegal contribution to Barack Obama.
Wow.
So that's also in this case. Also, a secret lobbying effort connected to Donald Trump. So he's been working. Has he been working for low with a high salary? And the high salary is because of the high risk he was taking, knowingly. That's a question, guys. Let us know in the comments what you think about this story.
Yeah, I do think that as when you get the amount of money like that, 20 million, again, I don't think the whole 20 million was for him.
No, because allegedly that part of that was used for contributions.
Yeah. Facilitation. Yeah. So, but I do think that to be part of a transaction like that, you need to you need to you know that you're running a lot of risks, or the and or you are delivering something of high value. What he did, and that was a mistake Pras did, he was never it was informal. It was an informal informant according to him. But what he should have considered, and hindsight is always 2020, was entering into politics, because then it would have called it lobbying, and that is allowed. But when you're lobbying, then you can always say, yeah, we're lobbying, we're doing this, we're doing that. But no, you went and said, you know what, I'm going to help you. And well, he did, because the guy got his picture in 2012. But
yeah, he got it during the same year, during the Christmas party.
yeah,
Should he have done both, RJ? Both start become official a lobbyist, and in addition,
well, with
become
money you always need to watch out. With contribution, you always need to watch out. And we all know that contributions in political campaigns have a component of good favor, right? I'm gonna do this to you. I'm gonna help you here so you can help,
right
So
word. You used to,
But
well, you were very careful with the words you were
yeah,
using right there.
of course, because that's what it is. But I always say that there's a very thin line, and the more, the more, although it's not as simple to say whether something is a bribery or a donation or whatever, it, I mean, it's a very thin line. It's a very thin line.
It's a very thin line indeed. Other than that, let me see. Where was I? Where was I? I think I lost for a second where I was. Oh man. Yeah. So, and this is the really interesting stuff. The first time Pras met Low was at in 2012. In 2012, at a, let me see, I can find it real quick, in a nightclub. They don't say where, but DiCaprio has also met Lowe for the first time in a New York nightclub through an introduction of a friend. So nightclubs are the place Lowe was trying to get his weight up, getting more introductions. Oh, by the way, before I forget, my second question was because now I remember where I was. Could he have combined the official lobbying because of the in unofficial is, I think it's not allowed, right? You have to have officials. You have to have an official
Well,
company or organization
I mean,
that
if
does
you
it.
want, yeah, but lobbying is also something that, I mean, if you give money to get something back, to
It's
if
very
it's direct, then it's always,
yeah, yeah.
you always run the risk.
But
But
should
I'm
it have
saying,
combined lobbying with also being an official informant instead of unofficial,
I
and
mean,
also
if
asking for now, I'm not say pardon, but like a exclusion from prosecution, because you're helping the U.S. Well, in Trump's time, you're helping the U.S. with information.
well, if it was official, then his name probably wouldn't have even come up.
I
But
guess
this is a civil case, right? It's not a criminal case, or
criminal case. He's about to get 22 years.
yeah. So it's then the prosecutors wouldn't have even
Thought about this.
prosecuted him if he was official. So now, of course, the prosecutor will deny, and it's up to Pras himself to prove that he was, or at least because he's trying to use that as a justification or something like that to get an exemption, and the FBI won't say yes, he did help or something like that. Probably. Well, they wouldn't, because they would have done, if they wanted to, they would have done so already. They wouldn't have let the case go on as far as it did.
Mm. Hey man, the story gets even wilder if you look at the testimony of DiCaprio, Leonardo DiCaprio, because he says the following. At first, he didn't know much about Low except that he was from Malaysia and had lots of money, and he wanted to get in the movie industry. What most intrigued DiCaprio was Low's parties, which involved performances by famous musicians, including Usher and Jamie Foxx. By the way, Wishing Jamie Foxx well recovery right now because from what I understand, he's in the hospital, right?
I don't know if he's out by now, but he's was in critical condition, I think.
Yep, yep, yep.
Not going good, but the last I heard, he was stable, so that's a good
Mm.
thing.
So, all the best to Jamie, man. Well recovered. Wishing you a good recovery. So, what else? Lowe also donated valuable artworks worth millions to DiCaprio's foundation to be auctioned off for charity. Lowe also gave Marlon Brando's Oscar statue to DiCaprio, which, along with the artwork, the actor later forfeited under government order, seizing all of Lowe's property in the US. So the man was spending millions to get his name out there.